garden decor items is our shimmering chandelier. We've sold this every day for 40 bucks. Today, it is less than half price. A lot of people have already bought 2 and 3 of them. They make a great gift. I love them. They look like boutique lighting. You can use them indoors. You can use them outdoors out on your patio. They have a built-in LED light that comes on for 4 hours. Look at how pretty that is with all those mirrors and those those plexiglass shells. It sparkles at night. It blows in the wind. It makes a fluttering noise. It's absolutely beautiful. It is $20. I want to get Chad Allen right away because I want him to explain it. I've got one here behind me underneath our patio. Look out, look at how it's just twinkling. Look at that. Chad, look.
It looks great. It looks so great outside. I'm inside. I don't want to have any sweat stains like Guy.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
You know what? I said after 3 hours, I'm gonna have to do all the talking. He's not gonna have a voice. And I've been watching the Facebook page for you. Kathy O'Leary, she already has 6 of them at her house, Guy. 6 of them, and she's picking up more because even she was writing to the other ladies, best price I've ever seen. So our Facebook ladies, they know what they're doing. All right, so here's what it is. The Georgia Brown GB Home and Garden Color Changing Shimmering Chandelier. It's a lot of words. What does it mean? It just means it's an indoor-outdoor chandelier. You can put it anywhere. It's battery operated. It's not solar, so it doesn't have to be in the sun to charge up. 3 AAA batteries go right in the top. By the way, those are in your box. You don't even have to buy them. The batteries are included. And then it's a 2-tier chandelier with springs around each of those rings. What does that mean? Well, each of these strands, well, if the wind came and knocked it over, they'd fall all to one side, right? It'd be tangled. It'd be a mess. But with those springs, it holds each of these in place. So when you put it back down, it goes right back to the way when you set it up. In fact, when you get it home, I'm going to just be really rough with this one for a second. It's going to be all flat packed in a box. And you're going to go, oh, what a mess. Open the box and just pull it out. It falls into place. Each one is perfectly hand placed exactly where it's always going to be. You don't have to worry about anything. It's a twist top lid. If you bought one a couple of years ago, remember it had little screws and a little screwdriver. And, you know, if you had dexterity issues, it was a little hard. Now it's just a twist top lid. The batteries go on the inside, and then there's a switch on the inside. That switch is a smart timer. So when you turn it on the first time, it stays on for 4 hours, and then it goes off for 20. The only mistake you can make with our chandeliers is only picking up one, because as you're going to see in the video, some of these longer dining tables, entryways, patios, if you had 2, if you spent 40 bucks, oh my goodness, 40 bucks, I mean, you could really imagine the impact you can make without having to hire an electrician, without having to getting out a stud finder. But Guy Yovan, you know what this really does? It's a project you can do yourself. It gives you back your independence. You don't have to call anybody. This is a way for you to put lighting where you want it without any help.
I love the fact that we have it displayed in a variety of ways. So you can hang it from a little hook on a lamppost. You can hang it from a fishing line with just a little, little S hook or a little I hook. It comes completely assembled. It's so cool when you get it in the package. You open the box, and all you have to do is you literally you lift it out, and the whole thing comes to life. It's so cool. I love, too, to Chad's point, I don't have to worry about ever messing with it, or monkeying with it once I have it up, because it automatically turns on at the same time every day. So if you set it at, let's say you set it at 8 o'clock, automatically turns off at midnight. It's LED, the batteries will probably last you the entire summer, right? The whole season. And then the next night, it automatically turns on again. Excuse me. I love it for a little girl's room, little boy's room, right? They want something cool. What about a powder room where you just want to add a little decor for a special occasion? How about outside on your patio? Maybe near your pool area, all right? You've got a little settee outside that has a couple of chairs and a table. What a great place to have morning coffee or a glass of wine. And I am telling you, and I totally agree with Chad, at this price, at over half off, what was the original price, $44? At over 50% off, buy as many as you can. This makes a great gift. And I like, Chad, too, that it's not seasonal. I would use, this is year round. It'd be great in the holiday season, correct?
Yeah, oh my goodness, yes. Today's Easter. Actually, after this presentation, Guy, I'm heading out to my boyfriend's house. His mom, Kim, I'm going to bring her one because she loved it from this morning presentation. I said, I'll bring you one this afternoon. Happy Easter, right? And that's the kind of gift you can give, because that $20 price point doesn't break the bank, and it makes somebody happy. So if you have a neighbor or maybe a lady down the street, you know she loves to garden, This is that perfect gift for anybody. I'd be remiss in my job if I don't give you a once over of the whole item again, right? So
Yeah.
it's a 2-tier construction, springs around the edges. Those springs are extremely brilliant and important, although they're simple. It keeps all these strands in place, okay? All this is already assembled for you. You don't have to do anything. I just explained it so you know why we made the choices we made. And so if the wind came and knocked it over, if it's out in your garden, knocks it off the shepherd's hook, I'm making the bad weather situation up, all these strands would fall to one place. You'd be miserable, to be tangled. These springs, they stop all that. Everything stays exactly where you want it. Now, on the inside, past the 2 tiers of those blue turquoise shells and reflective mirrors, in the inside, that's the 2 LED globes. And I'll show you here. I'll put one on each of my hands. Let's not forget, I'm in Tampa. It's a little bright today, okay?
Yeah.
One on each of my hands. There's an LED globe, okay? That's what the batteries are powering. Batteries are in your box. You just look for them. You don't have to, you just have to pop them in the top. You don't have to go buy any batteries. Those fall to the center, okay? So in the daylight, the sun hits all the reflective squares and it shines and shimmers all over the place. And then at night, as I pull that back, that's when those LED globes, that's when they shine from the inside out. And it sort of looks like 2 different, you could like a daytime chandelier and nighttime chandelier almost, but you really got to think of indoors also. The little girl's room, the band above your vanity where you get ready. There's been a couple of hosts here, Helen Keeney, for example, she has one of these above her bathtub because she loves a chandelier in the bathtub. Places where you can't have an outlet or a wiring, or you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars for an electrician to install something.
Sure.
Guys, this is something you can do yourself. Get your garden up to par, right? You want to take it seriously. I've been saying it for a lot of our items. A little glam makes you seem like a professional, like
Totally.
like you hired somebody to do it. Guys, everything's in the box. It's all included. Just hang it up.
Can you imagine, Chad, like if you have a special occasion, like a wedding happening or some kind of a special party, get 3 or 4 of these. Imagine putting these over like the bride and the groom's, the table up front. I haven't been married in so long. I forgot what they call that, but I guess it would be the whatever, the bridal party table, right? That's what they call it. Can you imagine having these hanging or putting them in the powder room? Or if maybe you've got your, your daughter's birthday and you're like, I want to make it look really fun. Get 4 or 5 of these for $100. You've completely changed the look of the party. These are a game changer when it comes to like the look that you're trying to put off when you have people come over, right? They'll be like, you know what they'll remember? Yeah, they might remember the food, but they're gonna be like, did you see those beautiful chandeliers that they had? Oh my gosh. They'll never think you spent 20 bucks each on them, and there's nothing to do but hang them. They're completely assembled. Pop the batteries in, that's it. I mean, it's just, this value is crazy. At over 50% off, there they are at night. I mean, they're truly, you guys saw it. I had one, remember the one I have in the corner of I actually hung it off the gutter on the corner of my deck, and it actually matches my house. It's absolutely beautiful. And that was back when it was, I think we had it on sale for like $34.95. So we had $10. We dropped the price to $19.95 today. You can see it behind me. In fact, I'll walk back here if you guys don't mind. We have the lights on. It's just sitting in the corner. We put this on a string. And I don't know if you guys might be able to get the shot. Yeah, we can. So we put it on a little piece of fishing line. And there's when Chad was talking about the lights, I'll open up the little door there and I'll show you, there's the lights. And you can see they're color changing. I'll put my hand in front of them. So these are color changing. That stays in the middle. And then look at how beautiful this is. I mean, it's just a perfect way to fill up a corner. Look at that shot. That is gorgeous. Look at the sparkle. So you're gonna get to do this as well. And where you put it is up to you. It doesn't have to be the main light. If you're putting it in a room, it could just be the accent light, okay? It's very boutique, it's very shishi, it's very artistic. But for $20, that's why I tell you, Chad, that's why people are buying 4 or 5 of them right now. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. Kathy O'Leary on Facebook, she already owns 6. She already has 6 at her house, and she recognizes how good of a deal it is, so she's gonna buy some more just in case. That's the thing. We all talk about those $20 price points. That's the amount of money that I think we all sort of feel comfortable. The lady down the street, the aunt, the niece, it's somebody who you know would enjoy it. It's just a nice little thank you or a pick-me-up gift. Okay, as we close up the presentation, and maybe you're just joining us, this comes to you fully assembled. It's the #1 question I always get. You don't have to do a thing. It's going to come to you like this, all flat packed in a box, okay? You don't have to be delicate. This is not a delicate kind of item. It's meant to be outside. You take it out of the box. It falls just like that. The batteries are in your box. They're just separated a little bit. You just pop them right into the top, which, by the way, is a twist top lid. You don't have to have any little screwdrivers or take out any little screws. No tools at all, okay? Pop those batteries in. Turn that switch on when you want it to come on every single night, because that's the brilliant thing. It's a smart timer. It auto-regulates. It's going to come on for 4 hours, then shut off for 20, all by itself. You don't ever have to touch that switch again. All you need is a little nail or a hook or something under a tree branch. You name it. You could put this basically anywhere. What you don't need is an electrician, is an outlet.
Yeah.
You don't even need the sun. Guy, some of our things we've presented, you need to put it in the sunlight so it can charge up, et cetera, et cetera. You don't need that. That shady corner behind your rocking chair there, it doesn't get very much sun. You don't have to worry about that. This is the item for places